Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about how to become stronger and get some muscles. On today's video, we're going to focus on different sorts of resistance training. Now, have you heard about resistance training before? Resistance training is when you're, for example, in the gym and you're pushing against weights. But we're going to make it more interesting. We're going to introduce the latest science so you can spend less time at the gym and use that time to do other things that will actually bring you joy. Now, when we think about lifting weights, the first thing that comes to our mind is probably bulking up and getting stronger muscles. But did you know that lifting weights is also connected to longevity? Yep, that's right. Strength training has been shown to have numerous benefits, especially on your overall health span, lifespan, and longevity. Why? Because first and foremost, strength training helps us build muscle mass. As we age, we normally lose our muscle mass and muscle strength and even power. And this can lead to a decline in physical function and it can cause dependence on other things. Strength training can actually slow this process down by building muscle, improving muscle strength, and reducing the risk for falls in older ages, which can lead to fractures and other things. But that's not all. Strength training also helps increase bone density, which can reduce the risk of things like osteoporosis and again, fractures. It also helps improve insulin sensitivity, which means you will have a lower risk of type 2 diabetes. And it improves cardiovascular health by reducing things like blood pressure and improving cholesterol levels. And if you take it a step further, it also has mental health benefits. Now, training or strength training can help increase mood, reduce stress, reduce anxiety, reduce depression, and improve our overall cognitive function. You must be wondering, how does weight training or lifting weights actually do this? One theory is that strength training helps us increase our overall metabolic rate, which is the rate at which our body burns calories. This can help us maintain healthy weight, which is really important for reducing a lot of these chronic diseases. Another theory that's out there is that strength training helps produce beneficial hormones like growth hormone, testosterone, which can actually slow down aging and improve overall health. Let's look at some science. A 2018 study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine analyzed data from about 80,000 adults and found that those who were engaged in strength-based exercises such as weightlifting had a 23% lower risk of premature death and 31% lower risk of cancer-related death. Then a study in 2014 published by the American Journal of Epidemiology also found that men who lifted weights for about 2.5 hours per week had a 25% lower risk of all-cause mortality, which means dying from any cause. And women who lifted weights for at least 1 hour per week had a 20% lower risk of dying from all cause. Then a 2016 study published in Preventative Medicine found that older adults who engage in weightlifting have a lower risk of cardiovascular disease and all-cause mortality compared to the ones who did not lift weights. Is this telling you something? Well, it is to me. The benefits of weightlifting on longevity are immense. Firstly, weightlifting can improve muscle strength and muscle mass, improve your metabolic health, reduce your chances of falling, improve overall physical function, mental function, cardiovascular function, blood pressure, arterial function, even your blood lipid profiles. So when we think of longevity, usually we always think about diet and exercise and stress management, but we often forget this thing called muscle. And it's one of the most underlooked connection because building muscle or muscle tissue in our body plays a vital role in our overall health and well-being. There is a very big body of evidence that shows having enough muscle is a good predictor of longevity. In fact, there have been studies which have shown that higher levels of muscle mass and strength are really important for chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, even some forms of cancer. So there is a lot of science out there. Let's look at some theories. Well, one theory is that muscle tissue is a metabolically active tissue. What does that mean? That even when you're resting, your muscle has the ability to to burn calories. This means the more muscle mass you have, the higher metabolic rate you have, you can burn more calories, maintain a healthy weight, and not become overweight, which can further bring up more problems in your life. One other thing is that muscle tissue is also a major site for insulin in the body, which means that individuals with more muscle mass are much more efficient in utilizing insulin and managing their blood glucose levels. What happens is this overall structure of muscle can help you reduce the risk of getting type 2 diabetes and other metabolic disorders. Another theory that is popular is that muscle by itself is a source of growth factors and hormones and other things which are actually responsible for our overall health. Now, for example, in our muscle tissue, there is a hormone called irisin, and when irisin rises, it helps regulate blood sugar levels and helps burn fat. And of course, muscle is associated with testosterone, which is a hormone that is really important for maintaining muscle mass and bone density, as well as things like mood and cognitive function. So we've spoken enough about the strength, we've spoken enough about muscle mass, we've spoken about longevity, and I hope by now you have made that connection and you're going to take this more seriously. One technique on this program that is designed to increase your strength and muscle mass and overall health is called single set to failure. I first found this in a program developed by Dr. Doug McGuff, who was an emergency room physician and a fitness enthusiast, and he loved high intensity training. And what he developed is that you can perform one exercise single set but to complete failure. This means you're going to perform as many reps as far as you cannot lift the weight anymore in the proper form, which means you totally exhaust your muscle, they're completely gone, they're crying from inside. And what this does is it signals a cascade of cellular responses that lead to muscle growth and strength gain. During this exercise or during this workout, you will perform 5 to 6 exercises that target all the major groups in the body. Let's look at exercises like squats, deadlifts, pull-ups. All of these work out multiple muscle groups at the same time, and this is key to increase the efficiency of this workout. One of the unique aspects of this specific training is using super slow and controlled movements. Each repetition is performed very slow, typically about 10 seconds to complete. This slower pace allows you to maintain a proper form and engage your muscles completely, thoroughly, and this maximizes the benefit of each and every rep. Now, there is science to all of this. Like always, it wouldn't be scientific if it's not in this program. So the science behind one set to failure is based on the science of high intensity training, not high intensity interval training, but high intensity training, which has been shown to incredibly boost muscle growth and strength. By taking your muscles to complete failure, you're able to, or your body is able to produce more things like insulin, like growth factor, IGF-1, testosterone, and both of these are really important for growth and the repair of your muscle. Additionally, to build strength and muscle, this program is amazing because will, like I said, increase the cellular responses that will help you improve your cardiovascular health, improve your insulin sensitivity, and even improve your immune function. It is simple and it's easy because you can complete this workout in 16 minutes. You can start by doing it twice per week on this program. Now you must be wondering, CJ, how can doing one set get me fit? Because I know a lot of people who do many sets and they're still complaining. The reason why this program works so well is because of time under tension theory. It's like a slow form of exercise, but it has so much benefit that I cannot emphasize more on this. When we exercise, our muscles are constantly contracting and relaxing, which allows it for specific movements like lifting weights or doing push-ups. But when we bring time under tension theory, this focuses on the amount of time our muscles spend contracting during each repetition of an exercise. By doing this, we can actually increase the stress on our muscles, which can lead to greater gains, greater muscle mass, and greater longevity. So if you can do something like this, then carrying grocery bags, climbing stairs, running, this becomes easy and easy every day. And again, you only need 16 minutes to complete this, so this is not something that's going to take a lot of your time. You only have to do it 2 times per week. So So look into this. We're going to be sharing a few videos on this as well, on how you can do this. And one other thing that I would like to mention is that time under tension theory, or this super slow training, will also help you recover faster, and it also helps with any injuries because you are doing everything very slowly with proper form, so your chances of getting injured really reduce quite a lot. And you know, it doesn't matter if you've been going to the gym for a very long time or you have just started gym because of this program. The next time you hit weights, make sure to try this out, slow things down, really focus on the muscle contractions, and then you will see magic happen. And that's it for today. I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.